And joining us now are CNN-IBN's aviation correspondent Karma Paljor, as also William Bizel, the managing director of Fab India, whose outlet at the new domestic terminal was in fact damaged in the pictures that you saw when that roof actually gave way. Thanks very much for joining us tonight. William, if I could ask you that question, could you give us a sense of the extent of the damage to your shop? As also, was anybody injured?
Fortunately, nobody was injured. We're very grateful to that. It happened very suddenly. A large amount of water entered the building from the ceiling and catching everybody unaware. And the stores aren't designed to, the merchandise doesn't sit on the floor, but if anything comes from above, as it did in this case, it's all exposed. So it was immediately, almost all the merchandise was immediately damaged.
Right. William, I suspect that you would also be a frequent flyer as well. Just give me a sense of what it is that you thought this airport was and what this incident has done to your confidence on that airport.
Well, as a user and as a service provider at the airport, it's rather, what happened was very unfortunate. I think the airport had a very innovative design. It was certainly a beautifully designed building. And it's unfortunate. It's going to be for the architects and engineers to really figure out what exactly happened. I'm not a technical person,
right,
but it is unfortunate that something like this did happen,
right,
with this sudden rainfall.
William, have you been contacted by the GMR authorities? When we spoke to a representative of GMR earlier in the day, he told us that this could be a structural flaw and that the Hafiz contractor, the man who designed that, should in fact be contacted for the same. Have you been contacted by them? Any reasons given? Also, what's the status of insurance?
Well, all our properties are covered by insurance, and I think our insurance company acted in a very timely manner. In fact, they have a survey team at the airport right now working with our people. I think as far as our store goes, it's pretty much a write-off, but we're hoping that the insurance company will see the gravity of the situation and act accordingly.
Right. Have you been able to visit the airport, speak to your staff who were there? Do you have confidence that things will improve there right now? Or would you say that you've completely been shattered just like that roof in terms of your confidence at that airport?
It is a very unfortunate incident, and I, as I said, I'm not an architect or an engineer, so it's hard to comment on what happened with the structure, but we are very saddened. It was really a showpiece for us. We thought the airport was a great design for the city of Delhi.
Right.
The people who've left at 5:45 haven't been able to reach the airport yet, so I think they're just arriving there now. So it's utter chaos, as you know, on the streets of Delhi at the moment.
Right. William, someone who has been able to speak to the authorities at the Delhi airport is CNN-IBN's Karma Paljor, who covers aviation. Karma, this is certainly bad PR for GMR. What's the explanation?
Well, it is a terrible embarrassment. Well, I put that question forward to Andrew Hall, who is the CEO, Chief Operating Officer of the New Delhi airport, about his swanky new D1 terminal, which could not withstand today's rain. Well, he had no real explanation, but I'm hoping in the next few days he will come back. What he's told us that they will be contracting Hafiz contractor who really designed and made this airport. But it's really baffling, Smita. I couldn't understand why such an innovative modern design could not withstand this kind of a rain, which was not much, going by the standards that most airports around the world, even extreme countries like Finland, are faced with.
Right. Karma, can you just explain for us what that roof is made of and why it should actually withstand this kind of winds?
Well, Veera, mostly these days the materials used at the airports are environment-friendly composite materials, so which can withstand extreme temperatures as well as the environment, and also pack in as many people as possible. So the concept of giving more space is given more space, and less use of artificial light. So on the roof too, what we saw were fiberglass kind of composite materials which allowed for a lot of light to filter in. What could be the problem? Well, I was speaking to some of these experts. They were pointing out that maybe the laborers who were installing these fiberglass materials did not know how to install them, did not know how to put in some of the bolts. So there was some carelessness on their part.
Right. William, just a final question to you. You said the insurance is in place, but I assume you're outraged at what's happened at your outlet. Are you seeking legal recourse? Are you going to be asking questions of the makers of that airport? Or are you asking the government possibly to intervene in the issue? Is there a legal recourse here?
Well, we're very saddened by what happened. We're relieved that nobody was injured. There was no loss of life. I think this is a lesson for the future. I think that contractors all over the city are under a great deal of pressure with the onset of the Commonwealth Games. And maybe there's a lesson in this for everybody that speed should not be at the cost of safety.